Hello everyone, my name is Carlie Hamilton and I am here with you today with another layout process video for you guys. This one is one for my career album, and I started off this layout with a little bit something different. I actually used a mood board for this one. It was for the Hit Kit Club. They had a challenge where to create a layout that was inspired by their mood board, and I was inspired by the really pretty pastel-y colors, and also there was one with a starburst, or a sunburst rather, so I decided to do that for this layout. Now I've never done like a sunburst before, so you can see here I'm trying to work out how on earth I'm going to do it. And I was going to do it with my trimmer, but it wasn't really working. My trimmer's maybe not quite big enough, so I just get out my scissors and start hacking away at the paper. And in the end it works out fine. But for a little while there I was a little bit worried that it was not going to work out at all, but I somehow managed to get it to work out. So yeah, I'm sure there's a better way of creating like the sunburst look, but oh well, this worked in the end. Now, as I said, this one is for my career album, and I did it earlier in the month of April, and I actually really love how this layout turned out, but I don't think it quite goes with the photos that I'd chosen for this layout. I don't think the look of it suits the photos. So that was a bit of a learning experience for me as well, in that I've never used a mood board before. I don't really get them, but I guess the reason I don't really get them is I like to scrap what I like to scrap, and so that was one of the reasons why I chose to do this, was because I wanted to challenge myself a bit and do something a little bit different. And also I'd seen a lot of people do this sunburst sort of look, and I really like it. I think I have to find a balance between what my subject matter is and the way the layout looks and everything. But it's all a learning experience. So this layout is going to be of a vending machine that I took some photos of in Korea, and I've got a few vending machine layouts in this album. I can't help it. I have a love affair with vending machines, especially after living in Japan. I love the convenience of vending machines. So yep, this is another ode to vending machines. I'm going to cut down the photos. I've got two little photos there. I'm going to cut them down just so that they line up a bit better with my bigger photo. And I've decided to use this blue paper as a mat, but I don't quite have the like there's a little bit of the photo hanging over the edge, just because the way that I've cut it. So I end up using another piece of the blue scrap to I stick it under there, and so I can create a full bit there. So there you can see I've used a bit of a scrap piece of paper just to create that corner, have that corner covered for my mat. Now my trimmer is dying a little bit. I need to replace the blade, so I have to go back and forth a little bit on it. So that's going to be my the basic layout of my layout, but I found that it just didn't look cohesive enough. I needed to do something to bring all the elements together to make it look like it all belonged on the page and I just hadn't thrown them down, even though I had just thrown them down. So I decided to outline the edges of my bursts, and I also outlined the edge of my photo mat, and as you'll see, that will help really tie this whole layout together and yeah, make it look a bit more cohesive, but it also outlines the edges, so it helps create a bit more depth to the page by yeah, showing the outlines. There we go. So I'm just using a regular Sharpie there to outline the edges. I also decided to go around my background paper as well. Now, as I am recording this voiceover, I've actually almost finished my career album. Yay! I've actually only got one page left to do, and it is the title page. I'm just waiting for some photos to arrive, so I'm expecting them to arrive any day now. And then I can scrap the last page. Yay! So you guys who have been watching my videos, you may be relieved or not to know that the end is in sight for these career pages. And once they're all, once it's all done, I'm thinking about doing a album share for you guys. So I look forward to that in the future. So that's very exciting. Now, actually, this career album is quite a weird one, which you'll see when I do my album share. It has a strange mix of styles. I think with this album, I wasn't afraid to experiment with it, and because I'm doing my wedding album at the same time, I feel much more restrained with my wedding album. So I probably went a little bit crazy with this album, and as you'll see here with this really beautiful pastel-y page with my vending machines, which have kind of more primary colors in them, but oh well. And I've also got some of the older pages that I did quite a while ago now. They just look horribly out of date for how my style is now, so it's very strange, this album, but in any case, it's kind of a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of fun to make. So as you can see, I've pulled out a whole heap of things to try and put on this page, die cuts and such, and I've also pulled out those pink doilies, which are from Freckled Fawn, and right now I am just sticking, poking things under and trying to work out what works and what doesn't work. So I've got those stickers that I've cut in half, and I've put one sticker at the top, and I end up putting the other half of it. There you go. I put the other half right there. I've also got some other like tags and things which I've cut out from cut apart sheets, and I end up just tucking a couple more things under. Now, the things that are in this vending machine are really strange. It has a mix of condoms with lollies and tissues. So yeah, and also on the bottom of the vending machine it says, "Have a feeling fine day." So how could I not scrap that? So I've decided to get out my mist spray and just get out all my scraps and cover up the bits that I've been working on. And this one is from Tattered Angels, and it is the watermelon colour. And so I just splatter a whole heap across my page. I really love this spray. It was the first one I bought many years ago, and it just dries really pretty. It has a nice shimmer in it, so love that spray. Now I've brought out my Jelly Bean Soup stickers to do my title, and I title this one Vending Machine Goodies. As you can see, I love to use my tweezers when putting letter stickers on. I just find it makes it so much easier to place them where I want to place them, especially if they are smaller letters like this. And sometimes I use my scissors like there just to pop out the hole in the sticker. Oh, actually, here I am using a P. I've run out of O's, so I cut off the little tail and turn that into an O. And I also decide to use my capitals. So you can see there I was picking out a small G, but then I'm like, no, I'm gonna use my capital letters. So once I've finished this title, I turn it to the side and I get out my little tiny Kaisercraft stickers, and these packs are awesome. I got them for $1 and they've got 2 colors there and so many letters, capital letters and everything. They are fantastic. Highly recommend those letters there. And I just write down the side here. I don't know what these are, just for a bit of fun. So that's my subtitle. And I really have an obsession at the moment with these kind of tile stickers and adding little subtitles and things like that. Once I have done that, I get out my sequins and I just sort of scatter them around the page up the top there. And I also do 2 little clusters of 3 in my 2 sort of embellishment areas that I've got going. And I just stick them down with glue with my tweezers. And just to do my final touches, I get out my bling, and you can see here it's the start of the month. These are fairly new packets, so they've got quite a few on them. That's exciting to see. They're really lower now, but in any case, I just do 3 little gems in the top corner and the bottom corner there, just to help you bring your eye across the page. And it's sort of like a little photo corner as well. So I'm sort of got a little obsession of doing that as well at the moment. So there you go. That is my finished layout. I do go through this box to try and find something else to put on the page, just because I hadn't gone through it yet. But in the end, I don't actually use anything from it. So it's a little bit of a waste of time, but I wanted to show you sort of the process that I do go through with my pages, and sometimes I just end up doing nothing. So here is a close-up of the finished page. Do let me know what you think in the comments below. It was a really fun page to put together and I really love it, but as I said, I don't think the photos quite go with the page. But in any case, it's in the album now and I'm happy. You can find more layouts, free printables and more at my blog, which is createmess.com. I'll have a link down below. I do hope this layout has inspired you to get crafty and to get a little bit messy. Do thumbs up and subscribe if you do like what you see here, and I will see you next time. Bye!